NFL Network, otherwise known as the Niffle.
The Niffle.
According to this guy, Kyle Brandt, Tom Pelissero, Nate Burleson, my name is Kay Adams, welcoming you to Good Morning Football this morning, presented by Rocket Mortgage. It is Tuesday, July 20th. Lots of headlines. Russell Gage will be on our program. Tyler Lockett joining us, hopefully not from the West Coast, because he's going to be sleeping.
Yeah, it's early out there.
It's early out there. We'll hit you with some headlines, Aaron Rodgers, all of that, because we've got training camp less than 2 weeks from now, and it is time for the lead block.
Time for the lead block.
We're going to actually start on the East Coast here, guys, in Pittsburgh. We got some news yesterday, according to our very own NFL Network insider, Ian Rappaport. The Steelers are signing pass rusher Melvin Ingram. It is a one-year deal. That defense is going to be pretty scary. He did have 3 Pro Bowls with the Chargers. Hopefully he's healthy, reinvigorated, and that can happen. And yeah, we're talking Steelers. It is National Pennsylvania Day, as the internet just told me. The pickup of Melvin Ingram, guys, comes just in time. The Steelers report to training camp tomorrow.
Okay.
So much going on in Pittsburgh. Plenty of blame to go around for that collapse at the end of the season. Still reigning division champs, though. Let's keep it real here. How can they stay atop what has become a very competitive, very intriguing AFC North in 2021?
They have to be able to push the ball downfield, especially just in the AFC North. You look at the squad that they're going to be going up against that is at the top. That's Lamar Jackson. Even Lamar, known as a running quarterback, can push the ball downfield. Baker Mayfield and the Browns, they can push the ball downfield. You know, Joe Burrow, especially with them adding young Chase to the wide receiver group, they're going to push the ball downfield. Big Ben, towards the end of the season, that offense just didn't have it.
Yeah.
At first, we were blaming the wide receivers. Too many drops. And then we were looking at those intermediate passes that worked so well in the beginning of the season. Defenses started to basically fold all underneath Big Ben and everything that he was doing from 5 to 15 yards. And you're looking at it right here. I mean, bottom of the barrel, of course, touchdowns, that's a little bit of a different story. But as far as that intermediate pass game, teams are saying, okay, Big Ben doesn't want to run with the ball. He wants to get the ball out of his hands fast. So let's blitz him and stay underneath everything. And it worked. It really shut down that offense. So they're going to have to keep up with the young fellas. And I know Big Ben is in great shape, but how does that translate, though? You know what I mean? Like, Kyle talks about coach speak and what coaches are saying about quarterbacks. Daniel Jones, he's a really good leader. He's doing good things. And Tua is fantastic. And you know what? I couldn't care less about how you describe your quarterback. I could care less how Big Ben describes himself. How is that going to translate to a better offense? If a guy says he's going through a midlife crisis and gets a leather jacket and a motorcycle, how's it going to translate to you having a better life? If it does, hey, great for you. But if it doesn't, you might want to trade it in for something else. So if he's in great shape, cool. Is that going to translate to a better offense?
I don't think Ben's getting the motorcycle again.
No, he's been down that road. I would go to the microbrewing beers or smoking meats or something. Listen, they're going to be really good. They have really good players. Melvin Ingram's an excellent player. This is a really meaningful ad.
Yeah.
My thing is the ultimate coach speak. Finish. They got to finish.
Yeah.
Full disclosure, I'm a little bit of a sick puppy. One of the things I like to look at on YouTube sometimes when I'm bored is there's a thread of videos that are of people running marathons or Ironman triathlons, and like they seize up in the final mile, like their legs start cramping, and I find it fascinating how they try to fight through it. Like they can't bend their legs.
You watch those?
I love it. Like I actually find it a really compelling.
Get the wobble in it?
Yeah, I mean they're like they can't move their legs and they're crawling to finish. I find it inspiring in a way.
It's like every nightmare I have.
It is. It's once nightmarish, but also like kind of motivational.
Yeah.
I like it. So I like it, and unfortunately, I see the Steelers in a lot of those teams and a lot of those people. Last year, 11-0, lose 5 of their last 6 games. Okay, that's 1 year. Year before that, they were 8-5. Roethlisberger's hurt, 8-8, missed the playoffs. Year before that, 7-2-1. They lost 4 of their last 6, missed the playoffs. These teams seize up in that last mile. These Steelers teams fall apart. Their legs start cramping up. So I look at Mike Tomlin like, dude, you have a great reputation. You were a Super Bowl champ, although it's been a minute. Like, we got to finish some of these games here, man.
Yeah.
We got to finish some of these seasons. And it's not just, oh, we had a terrible injury, it fell apart. You know, there's all kinds of nonsense that goes on in the locker room, off the field. The team last year just completely died on the vine. So you might ask, well, you just laid out the last 3 seasons, how they've fallen apart. I wonder how this next season's going to end. You know what you got to do? You got to check the schedule. Look at the last month. Check the schedule.
You're a sick puppy.
I'm a sick puppy. I live for it. This is my fetish, the schedule checking. Are you kidding me? This is the last 4 games for a team that has trouble finishing the season. Those are 4 contenders to win the entire AFC. So is Pittsburgh going to go 3-1 in that? Are they going to go 2-2? I don't know. But this is your life now. You can't finish the season. Good luck finishing that. Finish, finish, finish. Do not be letting me watch you on YouTube at 2 in the morning with your legs seizing up, crawling across pavement. I don't want to do it.
it's weird to even hear the question, how did the Steelers stay atop the AFC North?
That's what's weird after what he just said.
Does it feel like the Steelers were on top of the division at the end of last season? That's all anybody remembers. It's not the hot start. It's everything that happened from Bud Dupree's injury, the way that they just kind of came on ground, the way that that offense struggled. When Mike Tomlin said, we suck, they kept dropping passes. I want to see Juju Smith-Schuster catch a little something I call contract fever. Now, he was in the contract year last season. Pop quiz, Nate. How many catches did Juju have in 2020?
I don't know, about 70?
97 catches. Again, things that don't feel like that. He averaged 8 yards per catch. All we remember from last season is dancing on the logo and Von Bell lighting him up in that Monday night game where the Bengals ended up beating Pittsburgh. Juju, back in 2018, he was on top of the world. Massive second season. He's doing pizza commercials with Antonio Brown. That guy is still there. He's 24 years old. He's got the opportunity on this team to have a huge year, take away all the nonsense. You can do the TikTok videos, just not right there, not in the middle of the logo, anywhere else. He's got a huge opportunity here. Play like you're in a contract year because he re-signed on a one-year deal because the money wasn't out there. That has to be humbling on some level. I think that Juju's got an opportunity to do something big.
And Najee should help a guy you really like there. I'm worried about the offensive line. Makes me a little nervous. Their defense was third best in the National Football League last year. I think if they want to stay atop the division, they have to be #1. This is my pick for #1 defense in the game, and I don't think that's crazy. You're talking about slow finishes. They didn't have Devin Bush. This is a guy who was on an all-pro trajectory, and then he only played 5 games last season. Now you have Melvin Ingram, a meaningful add in Kyle's words. He's in the mix playing opposite TJ Watt. Minkah Fitzpatrick is still back there leading the secondary. So there's no reason that this defense shouldn't be absolutely dominant, and I think in this division with this competition, Kyle, they're going to have to be the best in the game.
It's an awesome division because, like, Cleveland's defense is incredible now, too. And Baltimore's Baltimore.
Yeah.
And then Cincinnati's the outlier. We're going to have this conversation at some point. We probably already have. I forgot it. About what is the best division. And I know the NFC West gets a lot of love. They really do. Are you telling me there's not 3 playoff teams in the AFC North? Like, it really looks like it right now. Name a better division. I would throw that out. I don't know if I can do it.
Just the West.
I was thinking about that last night, and I came away with the conclusion that I am jumping on the AFC North as the best division in all of football. Last year, it was the NFC West, and we were excited about everything that went on. And I feel like it would have been better if San Francisco would have stayed healthy. But obviously, in the AFC North, the Bengals are at the bottom, right? They're so fun to watch. I mean, even with Joe Burrow getting tossed around last year and him running for his life, there was something exciting about watching what Zach Taylor was building within that team. And now they add Jamar Chase. I feel like this offense is going to be better. Joe Mixon is motivated. Don't sleep on the Bengals. And if I'm saying don't sleep on the Bengals in a division that has the Browns, the Steelers, and, of course, the Ravens, this could be tough. And with all that said, we're talking about Big Ben at his age being in the best shape of his life. I'm not trying to dog the Steelers, and some Steelers fans are like, hey, why are you so hard? I'm not being hard on you. I'm just being realistic. He is going up against 3 very youthful, talented quarterbacks in his division. Is he still good enough to hold it down? Or does he have to lean more on everybody else? This isn't a season where the Steelers can say, Big Ben, take us to the finish line, because he will be season up. I feel like it's going to be Big Ben. Figure out who your superstars are, and let's lean on them and try to get to a Super Bowl.
NFC West is pretty good, and they got Stafford.
Awesome.
But if you tell me you can pick one division, all right, we're randomizing the teams, we're spinning the wheel. Pick any 2 teams to match up from one division, and you want to watch that game, it's the AFC North. Just no matter what the matchup is, they're going to be compelling. And you're right on the point about the Bengals. Remember also, they spent all that money on defense last year, and then everyone they spent on got hurt. Trey Waynes, DJ Reader, they've invested on that side. Those guys were still playing hard at the end of the season. If Joe Burrow can be the guy that the Bengals drafted #1 overall, if he's completely healthy, it's going to be an interesting team. And remember, Ben took less money to come back as well.
That's true. DJ Reader. Love it. DJ Reader mentioned here on the show. Tom Pelissero with us all week long. It has been a wild offseason full of trades, full of drums. We'll be talking.